Oh, maybe not. Okay, there we go. We're back. See if we can translate this again to English. Stay in English. There we go. So the A2a set got leaked off this Reddit post here. You go down, scroll down. Somebody posted this. In case anyone's curious, here's where the leak is. It's posted right here. I will post this actually in the comment section of the video here. So if you guys are interested, check out the comment section down below. Also, guys, if you are not yet subbed to the channel, hit that sub button. We do try to stream Pocket content quite often. And we will be posting any new updates like this as soon as we get them. So, again, make sure you're subbed. Make sure you like the video. I'd appreciate it. But let's go through it here. Let's see what we got. So here is, well, let's see. Where can we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? We can scroll down here. There's some promo cards that got leaked. So there's a promo Gibble. There's a Cherim. Can we scroll in on this at all? Open image in a new tab. Tough to see. I can read it to you guys, though. Cherim says, Leech Seeds, double energy, 60 damage, heal 20 damage to itself. It's a stage 1 Pokemon. Raichu, also stage 1, 90 HP. Resilience Link. If you have Arceus or Arceus EX active, Pokemon takes 20 less damage. His move is Spark. I can't really read the Spark move. What does it say? It's double energy. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon as well. So it hits front line for 20 or 40, back line for 20. Not too bad. Nose Pass. Let's see. Nose Pass. Basic Pokemon fighting. 2 energy, iron defense, flip a coin. If heads, you do nothing. So, you probably won't be using the iron defense too often, but I mean, it'll be interesting. You'll definitely want to evolve him to like Probo Pass immediately. We'll scroll through and we'll find Probo Pass. The other promo here, Star Raptor. Defensive Whirlwind. This Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks from, I believe, fighting Pokemon is what that says. 3 energy basic attack, or 3 colorless energy. Wing attack does 90 damage. He is a stage 2 for 140 HP. I don't know. The fact that he's a stage 2 kind of makes him not that great, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Looks like a Chansey event. Manaphy. Same Manaphy. Snorlax. 4 energy, 4 colorless energy, collapse, 100 damage. This Pokemon's now asleep. The fact that it sleeps you, not that great. I'm curious if they're going to do something to maybe be able to, like, combo off that. That'd be cool. Give me something that, like, benefits from putting myself to sleep. Here is leaks for upcoming rewards. There's, like, some shop rewards here for those tickets we always get. New coins. Nice. Little Manaphy coin and a Volkner one. Actually, this might be a profile picture, but this is a coin. And then we got the card sleeves and a mat. New props. What else we got here? That's the paid one. It's Glaceon. Leafeon. Okay. Arceus. The Arceus coin. This is sick. I like this a lot. Let's keep scrolling down. Here we go. Leafeon EX. He's good. I think he's good. Ability. Forest Breath. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may take a grass energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your grass Pokemon. I mean, he's gonna build energy. He'll be good with Venusaur and stuff like that. You know, he'll make Venusaur dangerous. Awesome. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. I will go through and read chat here in just a sec. Bear with me. Appreciate it, though, guys. All right. Let's see. What else do we have here? Grass Burmy. There's the Leafeon in action. Again, Leafeon also has 3 energy attacks, Solar Beam. Costs 1 grass energy. I wonder if this... It doesn't say you can't attach it to yourself, so... That'll be interesting if you can self-feed yourself on Leafeon. If that's the case, he'll be attacking really fast. Imagine that. He'll evolve into Leafeon, his second attacking turn. And then you can instantly use Solar Beam. That'll be amazing. honestly, that'll be pretty good. Pretty happy with the Leafeon. All right, here we go. So here are the cards that are combined with Arceus. If they have this little like droplet symbol, it kind of looks like it's like a star droplet symbol. But either way, if they have this symbol on the card, they have an ability that will play with Arceus. So here's Carnivine. Basic, 80 HP, grass type. This one's pretty good, actually, I think. If you have an Arceus EX in play, attacks used by this Pokemon do plus 30 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So it'll do 50 damage if you have Arceus. And have 80 HP. That's pretty good. I mean, that's like a kind of like Skarmory. You know how Skarmory works? Except maybe a little harder to set up, honestly. I think the tool's probably easier to set up than trying to get 2 Pokemon. But not bad, either way. Let's see. What else we got? Oops. Tyranitar. This one is somewhat disappointing to me. Hold on one second. So, let's see. Tyranitar. Ability, Power Link. If you have Arceus EX in play, attacks used by this Pokemon do plus 30 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. He's going to be hitting. But, I mean, it's 4 energy to set him up. He's a stage 2. It's a lot. It's a lot of setup. A lot of setup. Not a lot of energy for this guy. You know, like, there's nothing that's going to be feeding this dude energy, so this will be kind of rough. You might be able to, like, Brock Dawn. I don't know. You're asking for a lot. Brock Dawn on a stage 2. Yeah, right. Heatran. Another basic. Fire type. 110 HP. He has an ability, Speed Link. If you have Arceus or Arceus EX in play, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. That's pretty good. It's only this Pokemon, though, which takes him from 3 to 0. So that's not too bad. Raging Mad Strike. This Pokemon has damage on it. Attack does 40 more damage. So, I mean, if you think about it, he'll be kind of like a Dredagon, right? He could act as like a Dredagon. You put him out front. You hope to get an Arceus on your bench at some point. If they hit this dude at all, he's swinging for 80 damage the following turn, and then he can dip right on out. I don't know. He might be okay. He might be okay. We're getting another Rotom, a Psychic type Rotom. If you have Arceus EX in play, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. I mean, he's got 1 retreat. So, Dash Attack. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. The reason this card might be good is this is colorless energy, and he's a basic. So you could put him in, and all of a sudden you're doing 20 damage to benched Pokemon, and you can just dip out real quick. So he might be like a decent one-off index. It's damage to a benched Pokemon, so you'll never get like a weakness proc off of it, unfortunately. But he's very easy to set up and do bench damage, so interesting. Crobat. Here we go. Darkness, stage 2, 110 HP. Once during your turn, if you got Arceus, do 30 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. He's got a 1 energy Darkness Fang attack. 50 damage. Not bad at all, actually. I kind of like this one. I really actually like this one. He might be nuts with, like, Darkrai, Crobat, Arceus. This might be nuts. Raichu. If you have Arceus, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. There's Spark, 40 damage, double energy, double electric energy. This attack also does 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. We kind of went over this already. This one is going to do frontline damage as well as 20 damage to the backline. Take 30 less damage from attacks. He's not bad, but he is a stage 1, kind of low on HP, and 2 energy to attack. So it takes a little setup with him. You do have to have a normal Pikachu as well. You can't have Pikachu EX because you have to evolve into this Raichu. New Magnezone. Stage 2 Magnezone. Steel type, 140 HP. If you have Arceus, Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. 3 energy attack, Power Beam, but it's 2 steel type energy. So, you're not really going to benefit from the other Magneton, the one that builds electric energy. He might not be too great with this one. I don't know. We'll have to see how this one totally plays out. Interesting. He's not too terrible, but he's not the greatest. He might... I'm trying to think if he might be better than Bastiodon. Maybe not. I don't know. He's guaranteed is the thing, whereas Bastiodon's a coin flip. So this might be annoying. Abomasnow, 120. It's a stage 1. If you have Arceus, attacks used by this Pokemon cost 1 less. Colorless energy. So that means it's still going to take 2 water energy to fire off an attack. But that's not bad. 2 energy for 80 damage. I don't know. It is kind of bad still. He's not great. It's a stage 1, 2 damage, or 2 energy for 80 damage. That is pretty cost efficient. But I don't know. He's taking up deck space, if you ask me. He's a basic, so you're only losing 1 point if he dies. That's the bonus there. Probopass EX, 160 HP. He is a stage 1. Again, remember that Nosepass was fighting type. He was a fighting type, basic. Fighting basic type, so he evolves into a steel type for the EX. Defensive unit. 2 steel energy, 1 colorless. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks. Also another interesting choice, like for a Bastiodon option. Might be a little easier to set up considering he's just 1, 2. The difference there, though, the reason I like Bastiodon is he starts with a fossil, not a basic. So you're filling your deck up with more basics. And ideally, you don't really want to... I don't know if you really want to open up with a Probopass, right? Or a Nosepass. I think he's more of like I want to set him up on my bench. Which, again, that's why Bastiodon's good, is because you'll never draw a... Well, I mean, you'll never have to rely on a fossil as one of your opening basics. So, that's the difference. Let's see. Arceus, EX. If you haven't seen him already, here he is. He got leaked yesterday. Ability, Fabled Lessers. Pokemon cannot be affected by special conditions, so you're not sleeping him, poisoning him, nothing like that. Might be interesting. This might come in more handy than we think. I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed by how lackluster Arceus was, but this ability might come in handy during certain matches. Again, you're not getting put to sleep. You're not getting bullied at all. So, kind of interesting. 3 colorless energy, ultimate force, 70 damage, base. This attack does 20 more damage for each of your benched Pokemon. So this has a chance of doing an additional 60 damage for a total of 130. But you do have to have the full bench. So he'll be interesting. You might be able to like set him up on like a Dialga deck, run him in the back row, set up with Dialga, get him beefed up. Once you have your whole deck or your bench all ready to go, you can swap into Arceus. Something like that. Obviously, he's going to combo really well with a handful of these cards up top here, the ones we just went through with the Arceus symbols. He'll have a bunch of options. This deck is, again, this expansion is entirely revolving around Arceus, so interesting. All right, here we go. Finally, Garchomp EX. We got Garchomp EX. I'm torn on how I feel about this card. So he's a stage 2 evolution. He's an EX, but he's got 170 HP, and he's strictly fighting type energy. It's pretty easy to set up. His initial damage, or initial move here does, this is pretty good, honestly. 1 fighting energy, linear attack. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Not bad. It's one of your opponent's Pokemon, so I believe this also has the chance then of attacking their active Pokemon and benefiting from weakness. So that could be a good thing. He might be able to hit for 70 damage to cards that are weak to fighting. 3 energy, Dragon Claw, 100 damage. That's actually not too bad if you think about it. Venusaur, 4 energy to do 100 damage. I mean, a lot of these other EX cards are 4 energy to do 100 damage. So he's only 3 energy, does 100 damage, but he is a stage 2. That's the drawback. There is Crobat, Heatran. We went through those guys already. Giratina. Really not happy with Giratina. This is just the basic. I don't know if we're still holding out for a potential EX that we haven't seen yet. Giratina is going to be a dragon type. Basic, 120 HP. Crisis Dive. Discard 2 random energy from this Pokemon. Do 120 damage. The problem is it's grass energy, psychic energy, basic energy. Those are a lot of different energies to be able to pull something like that off. Also has a 3 retreat cost. I don't know how I feel about this card. I'm going to have to see what deck he possibly could fit into, because right now I'm having a tough time imagining it. Here's another Nose Pass. This one actually looks pretty decent. So this Nose Pass would combo better with that Probopass we were just looking at, as opposed to the original one that had 2 energy. And it was a coin flip for whether or not you take damage. This one seems usable. It's a colorless energy, tackle, 80 HP basic. This actually seems pretty good. There is another Magnemite. This is Steel type, tackle, steel energy. Another Shaman. This one looks like it's like the Skyform Shaman. Sky Support. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, your active basic Pokemon's retreat cost is 1 less. Interesting. So he is a living X-Speed, essentially. This card is a living X-Speed. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. He's basic, colorless. Interesting. Again, he is a living X-Speed, so that might actually come in handy. If you just keep him on your bench, you're retreating, able to pivot every single turn. Interesting. We'll have to see where he fits in exactly, but I'm kind of digging him. I mean, you could always run this instead of an X-Speed now, if we're being real. Although you do risk, having to put a Pokemon on the bench there and all of that. So, let's see. Glaceon EX, 140. He's a water type. Stage 1, snowy terrain during this Pokemon during Pokemon checkup. So a Pokemon checkup is when, when they go and make sure your Pokemon's asleep or not, and you have to flip a coin. That would be Pokemon checkup. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, do 10 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So it's kind of like a poison, if we think about it. Poison that you can't get rid of, I guess. Because as long as this guy's out there, you're taking that damage. Freezing Wind, 3 energy, does 90 damage. So essentially it does 100 damage a turn with 3 energy. This isn't too bad, I feel like. If you get a Manaphy, I mean, there's options here. You have possibilities. You can run Glaceon and Vaporeon and have some options. That's for sure. Let's see. Trainer card. Rida. Heal 40 damage from your Pokemon that has any water energy attached. Wow. So, important things to notice about the wording here. Heal 40 damage to each Pokemon that has water energy attached. So, it can be any type of Pokemon as long as it has water energy. Doesn't have to just strictly be water type Pokemon. It can be any type Pokemon, but it does have to have water energy attached to it. So you might be able to heal, you have a Manaphy out there that's feeding cards water energy. You might be able to benefit off this card. Not even might, you definitely will. This will be an interesting card. I think, let's see, is there anything else as far as leaks go? I think we might have covered it all there, guys. Couple other things that we're seeing. These are older leaks here, but a couple other things that we were seeing. Let me scroll back up. It looks like we are getting a ranked mode. I don't remember where I saw it. There it is. This looks like it's going to be a ranked PvP mode. According to the other rumors from the guy that posted on X, all of his leaks so far have been true. He is saying that we're getting ranked battles. I would assume that that's what these symbols are going to lead to, is the ranked battles. So stay tuned for that as well. We'll definitely be doing ranked battles. Absolutely. I can't wait. I'm sure there's more we're not seeing to this. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm praying, please, please, please give me a Giratina EX. That's good. I don't know what you're doing with them right now, but please give me an EX. That's good. We still have hope, guys. This isn't every card in the expansion, so remember that. Again, guys, if you're new here, you're not yet subbed to the channel, hit that sub button. Also, if you could drop a like on this video, I'd appreciate it a lot. If we get any more news revolving the, about the new set here, I'll be sure to cover it right away. So, again, make sure you're subbed, bell's on. You're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned. We will be definitely streaming more Pocket content as soon as the set goes live. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. See you later.